I need everyone to get their fucking heads out of their asses. I don't care about your shit anymore. You shouldn't even care about it. Not in that way. Holy fucking shit. Everyone's out here trying to solve their own individual problems individually. Guess what? Your problem isn't an individual problem. It's a systemic one. You're part of a system. You're an interconnected being. Do you know that? It's important that you do. You'll never be the master of anything if you can't be the master of your body. And you're probably not the master of your body. You know, maybe you are. It has to be the case that some of the people that are watching this are at least close. And to be a master doesn't mean that you're always in control, but what it means is that you can bring yourself back to control. But guess what? You can't be the master of your own fucking body if you don't even know yourself, if you don't know your people, if you don't know where you are, if you don't know your ancestors, if you don't know your wellness, your health, if you don't know those things, if you're not paying attention, if you're just walking around the world like a fucking zombie going, woe is me. Why did I get born into the hardest time in history? Guess fucking what? It's not the hardest fucking time in history. Guess what? Things aren't the most expensive they've ever been. Guess what? There's actually like a lot available, and we have an incredible amount of knowledge available to us through your fucking phone. You have to learn how to be discerning, and you have to learn how to take your time and use it for trying instead of trying to pretend to be, I don't know, some fucking adult. You don't graduate and then become an adult. You don't turn 18 and become an adult. You don't do any of these things and then become an adult and then just stop. You don't just stop. You just can't stop. You have to go. The world is chaos and it's moving always. Chaos doesn't mean bad, but right now it means bad. But do you want to know why? It's because people are not connecting to themselves. And if you're not connected to yourself, then you have no stability. You have no foundation. You don't know your fucking value structure. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a value structure to kind of like boost it. I think everyone needs a basis of values that we can all rely on. And I'm going to tell you mine that I've lived my life off of, and it brought me back to life. It gave me all my life. It gave me every good thing in my life. And I've learned through science, through trial and error, that when I don't behave in that way, it ends bad. And then I learned cosmically about why that might be. And I've learned astrologically about the different energetic flavors of all those things. I know a lot of stuff. I also know science. I know stuff about bodies, physiology. It's all the same fucking shit. Everything is just existence. Everything is just matter. Everything just exists. It's all magic. Science is magic. Knowledge is magic. Knowing is magic. Things that are not magic are things that destroy. You know what destroys? Denying someone else's knowledge, denying someone else's truth, pretending like things are confusing when they're not. Guess what? Is things confusing to you and it remains confusing to you for a long period of time? Maybe you're not trying. Maybe you're not willing to face the truth. And you know what? Your willingness to face or not face a truth is very important. It's very key to the stability of how cool and functional and creative and productive and safe a person can be. You can only build things. You can only build your life based on that. So number one, don't lie. That's a hard one, maybe, for some people. Don't lie. Be honest. You know, be careful about the words that you utter. Your words are spells. They are magic. They carry everything. There are people's names that I do not say. And the reason that I don't fucking say those names is because I don't think those people should exist. I think those people cause harm. And I know that I'm valuable. And the words that I say are important. I'm also aware of the fact that I have incredibly finite energy as a being, as we all do. But I'm particularly aware of it because I was made to be, because I wasn't budgeting, because I was giving everything out. I had never been taught that actually the number one most important investment is yourself, your wellness, your body, your health, your education, your knowledge, your self-knowledge, your creativity. You know, it's important that you invest in your relationships and your connections, but only the right ones. Maybe you don't have the right ones around you right now. That's another piece where, like, I think a lot of people on this planet have just like had a very limited experience while still being very exposed to what the world could be. And there's this idea of like, oh, because I'm not there, I'll never be there and I'll just be here. I gotta tell you, you've got a long fucking life ahead of you. Whew. And you know, when you're trying to do it this way, the matrixy way, the in and out way, the way where you go, I'm gonna look after myself and I'm gonna work a job and I'm gonna make money for that job and that job will sustain me and everything will be okay. Guess what? It doesn't fucking work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And you can come to me. You can say, I work for myself and I make money and I have a... Show me your relationships. Show me your stress levels. Show me whether or not you're actually using your gifts. Do you even know your gifts? Do you like yourself? Do you like your personality? Are you a real person? Are you fake? Are you some dude that's just walking around being a dude? Are you some girl that's just walking around being whatever? Are you just walking around? Are you just walking around? Are you going, I'm pretty, or I'm stressed out about this thing that is like totally completely inconsequential. Part of what hurt me and killed me and made it so that I realized I didn't really have many people in the city I could trust was that when shit started hitting the fan, there was no one willing to like stand up and say, I will be a safe adult, to stop hitting, to stop the fan. You know, no one did that. So many people took the same position. You're allowed to do that at first. You're allowed to have a reaction. I need people to move. People need to fucking move. Oh God, you're all such fucking wimps. Oh, but I can't because this job or this boss or this person will say this thing or think I'm mean or this is... Build your fucking life. Build the life of you and those around you that you love. Choose the people that you love. Build the life for them. What do you need to be alive? You need a home. You need green stuff. You need love. You need food. You need medical care. You need creativity. All these things actually aren't that hard, and you don't have to pay a premium. You don't have to pay a subscription. You don't. So you have to figure out, how am I building the stability for myself? And you know what? Sometimes people are so rushed and fast in the world that they don't have time to like zoom out and look. You have to A, do that, look, and then B, be open to the idea that the answers exist and maybe other people already have the answers. And there's something important there too. Maybe the people who have the answers are really sick and need help. Give help to those around you who need help. You don't know what they're holding. You don't know what gifts they have. You don't know what they have to give, but they can't because they're like this. Because they can't breathe, because they can't eat, because their house is messy, because they've been overwhelmed, because they've been injured, because whatever it is, you can offer something in a day. And another thing that will really help you, so the first thing is don't fucking lie. Stop fucking lying. Because when you're able to be honest, first of all, yeah, it's hard to stand on business. It's hard to be honest. It's hard to be truthful, but you have to be. Sorry, you have to be. When I say that, you have to be. I didn't make the fucking rule, but it works. Even if the consequences are conflict or whatever, it works. You'll get hotter as soon as you stop fucking lying because you carry a load. You go, oh no, I'm having to hold into all these lies. All of these threads of life that don't exist. And then I have to move through the world as if they do exist. And guess what? That denies A, what you're supposed to actually be experiencing and what actually does exist. And B, it's denying the person or the whatever it is around you, the experience of knowing you, of knowing truth. And third, it denies you, for example, if it's something like a boundary or you want someone in your life or relationship to behave differently, give people the opportunity to show themselves to you. Don't make an assumption that they should be in your life if you haven't tested the theory. I have so much to say. People are so connected to their comfort, to what they've known, that they can't see how part of those things are inextricably connected, tied to really horrific things that continue and are continuing only because we're allowing them to continue. Every single person has this like seed of sovereignty, of autonomy, of power. What the world has done is put all over us some sort of like that fire retardant stuff. And we've all gone, you know, it's like a problem. Oh no, but maybe I'll get fired from my job if I say something. Fucking get fired from your job. Do it. Go somewhere else. Other jobs exist. The scarcity mindset is fucking bullshit. It doesn't exist. Scarcity doesn't exist. The universe exists. Abundance exists. Infinity exists. If resources are not available to you, that is because someone is making them not available to you. Figure that shit out. Unionize. Collab. Connect with people. Say, hey, I'm fucking annoyed about this. Are you? And another thing with that is everyone needs to raise their fucking bar for what you deserve. I am tired of this fucking bullshit. If I say something about having a dream or wanting something, be like, oh, are you sure? Maybe it's expensive. I'm here to be alive. Every day is a different day. Every day is its own thing. And that is another container that you can use to try to get your fucking shit together so that you can harness your power and just fucking steamroll it all. Steamroll the bullshit. Get so fucking clear on your shit that you don't need even to give time to the fuckers who are being fuckers. And guess what? When you stop giving your time to the fuckers who are being fuckers, those fuckers don't use your fucking energy to keep themselves going. And that's what we need. Divest your energy in every single way. There are nuances to this, and it can get really nitpicky, and that's where it gets fun. But just start somewhere. Start with something that's keeping your soul, making your body, whatever it is, feel incongruent. If there's incongruence, if you're working too hard, if you're working for people you don't respect, if you're all these things, maybe you're not in the right place. Maybe you need to move. Maybe you need to restart everything. Maybe it's not that dramatic. Maybe you need to break up with someone. Maybe you need to cut someone else out of your life. If you have people in your life who say that they love you, but also are constantly giving you criticisms, denying your gifts, making you work for their affection, honey, that ain't good. And that doesn't mean they're bad people, and it doesn't mean that they're evil, and it doesn't mean that they have to be out of your life forever. But what it does mean is that maybe that's true, and maybe they need to be out of your life for some time. But often what the move is like you have to do some sort of communicating of your honesty, of your truth, of your feelings, of your being. You kind of have to stand on fucking business about yourself to whoever's trying to control you, whoever's trying to direct your energy, because you are the director of your own fucking energy. And that's your God-given gift. That is the right bestowed onto you. Because only you know how you move right. But maybe you've never even experienced it yet. Maybe your whole life you've been this person's son, this person's brother, this person's this. Maybe you've always been, I'm going to be a med student. Maybe you have to do this thing where you shed. Because who are you when you are just you? Who are you when those fake labels of security, of introduction, are gone and missing? Because that's the stuff that I'm interested in ever. I basically never ask anyone, oh, what do you do for work? In part because this world makes it like the central thing. And then the other part is because I don't know, there's so much to talk about. I would love to know something else. And then at the end, maybe I go, hey, what do you do for work? Or maybe I do ask, of course, it's interesting. And some people's work is what they love and whatever. But I just mean that there's so much. And you don't have to have the same opinion as anyone. You just have to have your own opinion. Just speak for yourself. If anyone's like, oh, well, that's your opinion. Literally, thank you so much. Exactly. There's so much that can be done. And it could be in a moment. It can be you saying, I'm not going to accept this fucking bullshit anymore. In whatever fucking way. And then the universe starts to roll it in. When you make room for shit comes in. If your life is full, your life is fucking full. And if you're continuing down the same track in the same way, leaving the same room for the same stuff, boom, 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 boom. Okay, you've done it. Enjoy. But if it's not working for you, which for many it isn't, because you're allowed to diversify. You're allowed to say, I don't want to do this thing anymore. Sorry, bye. Even if you had a commitment. See you. Even if that was where your money was coming from. See ya. Obviously, you know what? use your discernment on that one. Don't put yourself in a precarious place just because Moretti told you. But also, are you budgeting your life properly? And what I mean by that is energy budgeting. Money is just energy. Time, time and energy are two things that you really have to learn how to budget. Ding. So maybe fucking think about it. What do I need to spend money on? What do I need to spend money on? How fucking pavo can I be? How much of a monk can I be? What kind of clothes am I buying? Am I buying new clothes every fucking week from the same fucking places and throwing them out 3 days later? Or are you going to the fucking thrift store and finding a thing that was made fucking 50 years ago by Sandra D? Good joints. It's not called joints, but you know what I mean. Stop investing into things that are fucking us up. Stop investing into fast fashion. Stop. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. People compliment me all the time on how I look, and most of what I get is either from the thrift store from a long time ago, from like consigners who go into the world and use their eyes to be like, I will take this and I will take this, I will take this, I will curate this, and this will be, what someone else will come here and pay $20 for, whatever, which I really appreciate. All that kind of thing. Or if I have an amount of money and I want a thing, and it's a thing made by a human person in this way that feels right, but spend your money there. Spend your money there. Put your energy, your money local into the things and the people and the services around you that you trust. Build connections in your relationship so you can start to build trust. And then once you're starting to build trust, do what you can to really use your discernment to still cut out those people who are new, who you're learning trust with, who showed you that they are not trustworthy. Because you can't have that many people in your life. And you deserve to have people who are exactly fit for you. And quite often what we do is we go down the same paths because we know them, because they're patterns, because they're familiar. But a lot of us grew up in toxicity and with a ton of trauma. And a lot of us have not even yet come to recognize that or accept it. And I'm here to say, you can accept it. You can recognize it. You can recognize that things haven't been fair for you, for other people. They have not been fair. You deserve more. What do you want? Figure that out. Figure it out. I'll tell you what some of the things I want. Music, green, water, safety, food, beauty and function, stability, safety. Kids to be happy, kids to be safe, kids to be resourced for. Teams of people working together in different ways to solve different things naturally. Being seen and seeing, macaroni and cheese, a pool, laying by a pool with friends, dancing, shaking ass. I want to know 1,000 million DJs, and I want them to all go on their little thing, go beep, boop, beep, beep, and we go. Because life is for the living. It's for enjoying. You deserve to get to that place, and you deserve to make that place for other people. I guess that's all I have to say for now.